And welcome everyone to the Circle Debate Podcast, episode 82. We are live on all the social media platforms. We're live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. If you're following us live, this is the host of Devious One, Ivan C. And I am here with my brothers in arms, my brothers from another mothers. He is Mr. 69 himself because he has 69 reasons, 69 answers, and 69 thoughts and lessons with a pull ball cue there. I don't know why. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I have Mr. MGC, Mr. 69, Matthew Steamboat, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what he's drinking. What is that? Yogurt peach? Is that what it is?
If you guys hear me sound like Jimmy Stewart tonight, it's because I have a mouth ulcer, but I'm still going to be as talkative as ever. Nick Arias, how you doing, man? We're letting you guys know we are live.
Yes, we are. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I have the man not only that lives 1,977,000 miles from Winnipeg, Minnesota, Canada, but because he lives with these 5 UNs, because he is the undisputed, the unmatched, the unrivaled, the uncensored, and the unscripted money. By God, of podcasting, the most violent podcaster of all time, Mike Lopez.
That's right. Man, what a Christmas. Hope you guys had a great one as well. Let's get this party started, baby.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas. And man, it was a great, I guess it was a great Christmas for everyone, hopefully. And for you guys who are watching as well, I hope you guys enjoyed your holidays. And we were overwhelmed with a lot of things. But we're here. We're here because we need to catch up with everyone about our thoughts of what's going on in AEW.
I have a quick question. Are we responding in questions in real time?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I don't know.
Happy to have you rate our
Facebook user.
Hello, Facebook user.
Yes.
Yes, we are. We are able to respond to them, and we would love to. You guys have any questions? Put them right there in the comment below. You see the comments. And just let us, we'll answer the questions. You're live. So let's go to the first topic, though. But go ahead, Mike.
And for anybody in the comment, please tell us why you guys are so happy that Cody is TNT champion once again. Let us know.
We will get to that. We will get to that shortly. But let's go with the first topic that, since we didn't record this week, but let's just give our thoughts. So let's talk about thoughts on Kyle O'Reilly in AEW. As we did see him making his debut. He made his debut in AEW this past week. Not surprising for me, in my opinion. I mean, it was bound to happen. But a lot of people give it a downfall, saying that it wasn't a great it wasn't really a great debut. It wasn't really like the best. And it's Dom. That's right.
What's up, Dom?
What's going on, Dom?
From LA to Philly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What's going on, brother? But yes, so I'll go to you, buddy, Mike Lopez. Your thoughts of Kyle O'Reilly now in AEW?
It did feel a little anticlimactic to me. It could have been done better. Was it the worst way? No. It showed that it raised questions right away, especially with the Young Bucks coming out of. Which side is I was about to say Cody. He's on my mind, rent free. Which side Adam Cole is going to choose? Yes, you're elite, undisputed. We don't know yet. So it's the makings of a good story that's unfolding. Long-term storytelling happening here in front of our very eyes. This is the first chapter of a lot that's going to happen. So I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Mr. 69.
I gotta say, so for Kyle O'Reilly, I personally prefer it if they threw him into a singles rivalry with somebody off the bat. But I guess they want to do Red Dragon as the tag team. In the meantime, Red Dragon, they had their history with FTR before, but I'm pretty sure they did something with Young Bucks back in Ring of Honor. But I don't know. I think we've seen most from Red Dragon. We got to see something else, more or less. I want to see Kyle O'Reilly go one-on-one with somebody he hasn't before. And he's such a great singles performer. The submission, the MMA, the fighting. He's cool, you know. Hello, Voy FY. Yeah, Voy FYI. I
Hoity,
don't know.
Voy, Kel. It's one of our German listeners. Guten
Oh,
Tag.
yeah.
Guten Tag, yeah.
Guten Tag.
Hoity.
Oh man, it's awesome, man.
By the way, did I mention I'm at my house right now? I recently bought my piano.
My boy's
You
balling.
know, yeah. So good times. Merry Christmas. To me.
Good
There you go.
times.
Good times. Merry Christmas. Oh man, Kyle O'Reilly. I mean, it was expected. Like I said, I mean, we make it to see finally what we talked about, previously, the undisputed versus the elite. I mean, so that's kind of the way maybe they're heading that direction. Not quite sure, but if that does happen, but what's next though? Like after that, what else is going to be? Then if that's the case, bring on the trios title. There you go. Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish having a trios AEW World, tag, trios championship. Why the hell not? I don't know. I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
You're not alone.
I don't know.
A lot of people have felt that way for a bit.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait to see how the outcome goes for Kyle O'Reilly, and hopefully it goes for him great. We both see him debut this week in the trios match, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Heck, I would like to see him and Bobby Fish versus the Lucha Bros. FTR. I mean, if we could get to see that tag again between him and Fish, that would be great because it's a great addition to the tag team division. So hopefully we get to see that. I mean, there's a lot of things that they are able to use Kyle O'Reilly for. So I mean, but we'll see down the road what they'll do with I don't know what they're going to be called now. That's a good question. I mean, right? I mean, they can't use Undisputed Era.
Red Dragon. Maybe. They'll bring. I guess it'll be red because of Ring of Honor, so. The Ring of Honor history, Red Dragon Kingdom, trios. I very much agree.
Yes,
that and women's tag titles and trios titles. Because there's a lot of the luchador influence, and you've got Jurassic Express, Best Friends, and of course Red Dragon now with Adam Cole. So that's very solid.
Oh yeah. And since we're on Dynamite, I want to talk about obviously the main event very briefly before I even get to with the women's tournament TBS title. But man, can we just say that it was awesome to see these three individuals face paint between Stang and Darby Allin and CM Punk? Can we just say that was actually phenomenal? I liked it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Matt, you were. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed it. Obviously, CM Punk being the Surfer Kid, and Sting being, like CM Punk, with the logo on it, and Darby as well. I mean, just being himself, but a mixture of Sting and CM Punk. I mean, I go to you, Mr. Matt Callis. Your thoughts about the main event, first of all, of that? What were your thoughts?
Personally, I would have been okay with them losing. The baby faces losing in this instance, because MJF is newer talent, and I'd want there to be a little bit more, getting that up and going, more or less. I think the MJF as a baby face. I mean, not baby. MJF as going over would be what I'm going for. You think we'll end with the Undisputed Era versus Kenny and the Bucks?
Absolutely.
I'm hoping
that's where it's headed. Of course.
Yeah.
Long-term storytelling. When Kenny Omega left, he said to the Young Bucks, "You guys are going to hold things down here, not you, Adam Cole." Remember that? Remember that segment?
And I haven't seen Adam Cole and Kenny one-on-one enough. If it did happen in Ring of Honor, if it didn't, I haven't seen it enough, and I need to see it. I want that one-on-one because both of them are just phenomenal. Let's see them one-on-one. But yeah, back to the hello, Nick. Hello.
Oh, that's right. The Universal Podcast. What's going on, Nick?
How are you doing, Nick?
¿Cómo estás?
But just to wrap up my thoughts on the main event, I would have been okay with the baby faces losing because they're really well established other than Darby. Darby's the only kind of like new cat in the picture, but for the rest, he doesn't need that win as much as I'd say MJF would need it in this instance, so that's just my thoughts on it.
Money Mike.
Yeah, for me, listen, CM Punk, cult of personality, all that great stuff. It's fun and all, sure, but I want CM Punk to lose already. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but yes, I remember that Money Mike. Love to see that singles match too. Yeah, I mean, CM Punk. I feel that it's kind of worn out a little bit to me, and I hope that he loses soon, and because nothing against CM Punk, but it's gotten to the point where it's kind of predictable that he's going to win every time, and really, yes, MJF needed that win, or his team needed that win, in my opinion, because it's Nexus and Team WWE again here. The heels have to win to progress the storyline and to show that they're a credible threat to the baby faces.
Love that.
Agreed.
Love that.
Agreed
with that. Now, before we answer Nick's, let's see. Oh, all right. Let's see. Seeing the Sting and Punk in the same ring at the same team was something that I never thought I would watch. Yeah, I definitely can agree with that. Even with the yes, even with the match. Yeah.
Very rare. Very rare.
I can agree with that.
Very rare and very tender. It's like a steak. I'll say the match is like a steak. Rare and tender.
Yes, that's rare and tender. Now, you know what? Let's just jump into what Nick's question to us is about Rampage. Let's talk about Rampage very briefly. Now, we'll Hook. So right now, obviously, what are you guys' thoughts on Hook himself so far? So I'll take it back to you, Money Mike, and to answer Nick's question, your thoughts about his no-sell on this past Rampage on the holiday weekend.
If I may say, I think we're all hooked on Hook.
Hey, that's a shirt already. Hooked on Hook.
That's right. People love Hook right now, man. He has an it factor, especially in the ring, I feel. And given that, the attitude that it seems that he's inherited from Taz, where, it's that badass attitude. And I feel like we need more characters like that. I feel like a lot of characters nowadays have been focused on. Am I lagging?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. My screen here is a little slow, but yeah, how about Hook being the heel and Bear Bronson being booed? Yes, definitely. I feel even Bronson got a surprise out of that. Just the facial expressions that he was giving of surprise almost was very, very interesting to see. And I was all Hook fans called Hookers.
There you go.
Trademark it now.
Trademark.
Getting fish hooked by Hook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Getting fish hooked by Hook.
I mean, Hook is on a roll right now, man, and that I don't know if you guys saw that footage after Rampage of him slapping Cody. It's all that stuff that is gonna catapult this kid up to the next level.
Absolutely. With Hook, I'm just like very surprised, like how his push has been going on. It's it's fascinating to see how they're booking him. We see great minds, Money Mike. Yeah, like I said on live, but Hook has it. Yeah. Oh no, he did, especially how he did that Hook suplex. Oh my God, what he did! Oh Jesus,
the Northern Lights.
Yes. It's good shit, just like his dad. And yes, I enjoyed it.
And about the no sell, that was very interesting. That did catch my eye too. To this point, I want to believe that was intentional, or that was part of the plan. I choose to believe that. We've seen Sting do it. It's been done before to the point of, I guess, even hulking up. I guess you could say, but in a smaller scale. But um, let's see if he does it again, and let's see if that becomes sort of a thing for him, or was it just like a one-off. I'm interested to see how he goes about it.
Yes, they are. Those were Taz Plexus. All right, this it was. Oh my goodness, I did enjoy it. I can't wait to see what's the future for Hook, man. I just, whoo. I mean, let's just get into it about the aftermath of what happened off there, which I'll let Matt Callis take over on that. Let the people know what happened off there. But shit, before I even jump into, my apologies, I'm running out of I'm everywhere. But no, actually, now the one that Mike been asking for, I mean, shit. Here we go. Thoughts on Cody becoming three-time TNT champion. Take it away, Money Mike. Take it away.
3-time, man. 3-time champion. Okay. I want to know, and I wish I could have been in that meeting where Tony Khan decided to give Sammy Guevara the title, the TNT championship. What was supposed to be the point of that? Was it just to get it off of Miro and have somebody hold it for a little bit? I don't feel that Sammy did much, if anything, really, with that title. If you really remember, he was part of that American Top Team Inner Circle storyline, and he was standing behind Jericho as champion. He was not in the forefront, and that storyline was not revolving him. It was, obviously Inner Circle, but he didn't need the championship then. And honestly, I feel like this title reign was kind of, so far, the weakest for the TNT championship. I'm interested to see if Cody brings back the challenge and what kind of doors, forbidden doors, this would open, right? So maybe Danhausen could come through and challenge for the TNT championship. There's intrigue that comes along with Cody being TNT champion, and if he brings that back. So the crowd booing, I'm sure he's used to it. History was made and no one really cares. Is Cody becoming AEW's version of Cena? Yes and no. I see more of a parallel with Triple H, if I may say.
There you go.
Yeah. Even with his moveset, I feel is a lot of what he does, I feel, is emulating Triple H. I don't want to say copying because that's kind of a stronger word, but in the end, I want to see this title reign mean something, not unlike Sammy's. That it just, honestly, it was just a passing reign. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Go ahead, Mr. 69.
I must say that, think about Cody's second reign. That wasn't that long. He wins it back from Brody, and then loses it to Darby in how many months? It was probably shorter than this reign Sammy had. I don't know. That second TNT reign. Sammy has had a lot of defenses, All Ego, Ethan Page, Lethal, Tony Nese, Bobby Fish, and all yeah. I actually wanted him to drop it to Lethal because I'm such a big Jay Lethal fan, and Jay Lethal may be new, but he's such an established name in the wrestling industry, the flag bearer of Ring of Honor. And I think one of the things I wish could have happened is Brian Cage and Jay Lethal there at the same time. The flag bearer of Impact and the flag bearer of Ring of Honor. You get the champions of both companies, and then you have the NXT champion Adam Cole. You have top guys from all the companies, the main eventers. Throw them in the main event. You have such powerful fellas. But it's not to be. I'll say this about Cody. My full thoughts on Cody is I love him as a person. Don't like his character that much right now. Right, who his character is. Love him in his personal life, and think he's a really, he trains my friend Mr. Kid Bandit, but as a wrestling character, I'm not that excited. Now, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I say this week after week, and I got a thought of you. Do you think Jeff Jarrett should appear with that guitar the full heel turns?
That's you really want that. You really want Jeff Jarrett to show up.
Jeff Jarrett's a free agent. He interfered on behalf of Jay Lethal over at GCW, so he's around.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is that, like you say, Matt. The character of Cody is not the most intriguing,
exactly,
not the most interesting, and a lot of people don't like it. But for me, I don't mind it. There needs to be that sort of character going on, someone that actually, people could boo, right? Like an
real
actual heel here.
Real life Cody in real life is a lovable nerd. He's he has the Everything But Wrestling show on the YouTube channel where he talks about Legend of Zelda with Hikaru Shida and Nyla Rose, and I thought that was really cool. That's like I don't see that side of Cody in the ring, that kind of like that nerd that's down to talk to everybody. I'm seeing more of this kind of like this dude, who you think thinks he's better than you. I'm like, okay, cool, that's a heel thing, but he's not all the way there. It's like a virtual signaling guy. I never want to see Jeff Jarrett. I don't know. He's out there. He's hiding under your bed with the guitar. It's like, where you guys at? TNA. And he goes back under.
Cody being the TNT champion for the third time. Was it a mistake? Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Yes. I ain't gonna lie, Sammy did had a great run. I don't know why they kind of want to do it for Cody because obviously one where he was at North Carolina, and then with the whole his dad winning the belt, the NWA title type of thing, they kind of relate to that. I don't know what direction they're going with this. I don't know why Tony Khan made this final approval. In a way, it's like, no, I want to give it to more Jay Lethal. Shit, I'd rather have him winning it. Or MJF, at least. Have MJF be the one who should have been dethroned Sammy Guevara. But, I guess they ended up going with Cody. I would be shocked if Tony's third run will be a short stint as well. Because you didn't mention about the second run. It was short. What did he lose it to? Darby Allin. And he didn't have it for that long either. Now with this one, I don't know what direction. I mean, he kind of teased a little heelish. I was waiting for it. Just turn fucking heel already. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it already. It's best for business.
Emperor Palpatine. Do it. Do it. Emperor Palpatine. Yes, do it. Do it. So respond to the Ryback. Nah, I don't want Ryback, please. Or pimple back. What Cornette calls him, pimple back or something like that. I could have his protein sample somewhere else. I'll eat beef jerky with him behind an alley, but no, not in the ring.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Let the hate flow.
Let the hate flow.
It's like Cody becomes Emperor Palpatine. You wanted heel. It's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, I just was not happy about the outcome of the win. But then the aftermath off air, which now I'm going to let Matt Callis take over on that. Let people know what happened off air.
So off air, I think it was Cody coming into the ring with Tony Khan, and the Hook comes in. I think Tony Khan congratulates Hook, and then Cody also congratulates Hook, and then Hook slaps Cody. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's another case of, you know what? I was also going to say this is another possibility I want to happen. The two most liked heels, probably like Hook and Adam Cole. They're heels, but everybody likes them. Everybody cheers for them. Everybody's excited to see them. Cody's a baby face, and everyone hates him right now. So it would be such an interesting dichotomy to have the heels people like versus the baby face everyone hates. You know, it's such a
I would
what
like to
are
see
you?
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because everybody's just gonna. You're basically an unspoken baby face, you know, Adam Cole, because everybody loves him. Everybody loves cheering Adam Cole, baby. Everybody loves. All the girls are going crazy for Hook. Everybody wants, you know, the hookers all over the place.
Oh
Fish hook,
yes.
getting fit. Everybody got fish hooked by Hook. Now, hey, I got even another goofy idea. I got the goofiest idea of all time. New guy, Peter Pan versus Hook, right there. some really goofy wrestler with a Peter Pan gimmick. Because I know another I think DDT has a pay-per-view called Peter Pan. DDT Wrestling, and they have a pay-per-view called Peter Pan. So Hook at the DDT pay-per-view versus a Peter Pan wrestler. So ridiculous.
So it's been proven
It's
tonight.
been proven tonight that we're
Right,
all
people like it.
but dude has had 2 matches. Should he really get a title shot? He's got to move up the rankings.
The ranking
The ranking.
system.
That's right. That's right. You know, according to my beloved rankings, Hook is not in the top 5 just yet. So he's got some work to do.
He has to take some prerequisite classes. I wonder if he's in college. He's in wrestling college. Darby Allin is Gothic Peter Pan. He comes in on the string and everything.
Well, he does glide down on a skateboard, so there you go. That counts, right?
Pirate Hook. Imagine if they make him into Captain Hook. That would be ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Just straight up, like Dustin Hoffman walks him to the ring. Bring me Peter Pan.
Oh man, I just can't. Will Hook is too soon? Yes, with the rankings, Mike. With the rankings, we have to go with the rankings to see how it goes, and hopefully, we may see Hook. If Hook dethrones Cody's run in a very quick stint, I will be in shock. That means I'll be in shock because one, Cody's gonna put Hook over and hasn't even been in the business for quite some time. I mean, but Pyro Hook is some. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's good shit. Yes, some Vince McMahon. Yes, it is. But that does happen. I will be in shock if Cody actually puts Hook over and have him becoming the TNT champion. I'll be in shock. Yeah, I mean, are you guys liking this direction with the overall the TNT belt overall? Do you feel like has it been that elevated like the AEW World Title?
Oh no, not like if we're gonna compare, not like the world title. I feel like you could take more risks with the TNT Championship. You know, it's changed hands more often than the world title has already. I've already said that I'm not a big fan of Sammy Guevara's reign, so I do feel like that kind of, in my opinion, it did not elevate the title. So there's that. Maybe Cody will.
We'll see. We'll have to wait to see third luck's a charm. Let's see if he can do it. Let's see if he can do that. But yes, now I wanted to get into what the women's TBS tournament. You know, looks like, but the way how it looks like, and we might see Ruby Soho since she advanced defeating Nyla Rose. We might see her versus Thunder Rosa. Yes, if Thunder wins, that's the biggest question we're going to see upcoming this week, this Wednesday, if it's going to happen or not. So that's one thing I want to go ahead and actually ask you, gentlemen. So I'll go to you, Matt Callis. Are we going to get Ruby Thunder or Ruby Jade Cargill?
We have to get Ruby Thunder because Jade's very green by comparison. Thunder Rosa is very seasoned, and the other thing is when you get a WWE person versus somebody, as far as I know, Thunder Rosa's never worked for WWE. She's a hero of the Indies and a hero of she was Impact Wrestling, NWA, now AEW, and she was even Tokyo Joshi Pro. She held the International Princess title. Who, just like side note, Maki Ito just got that title back, and yeah, so this would be a great WWE non WWE person matchup. Kind of like your it would be kind of like your equivalent of Kenny and Danielson for the women, or well, not all the way though, because I wouldn't put Ruby on that high level, but I think it's gonna be really cool to see though those two go at it. And I know Thunder Rosa I'm 70% leaning towards Thunder Rosa being the winning that title. So I'm ahead. Yeah, Cargill's way too new, though. She could have it later on down the line.
I like that bitch show. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or the Godfather belt, like Mike said. Wink,
yes.
Wink, wink,
wink.
Money Mike.
Yeah, my pick overall when this tournament started was Ruby Soho. To take it all the way. I honestly would like to see Jade win. Jade go on to the finals for Jade to beat Thunder Rosa, especially in the way that maybe Britt Baker costs her the title or the spot in the finals or the tournament, so that way that could push that storyline. But I know that Riho is right now number one contender, so Britt Baker is probably going to be busy with her. But other than that, Thunder Rosa will get back into the world title picture. And yes, the rubber match has to happen. And what a match I'm expecting from that, because the first two were pretty awesome as well. But yeah, I don't think Thunder would win the entire tournament. And I would like to see Jade and Ruby, to be honest. Storyline wise, Ruby Soho has never won a title in such a big stage, and having to beat what could be counted as the unbeatable, because Jade is undefeated at this point, would be a good story to give her the title.
Yes, I agree with that. For me, it works either way, but I would like to see Jade and Ruby. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Thunder and Ruby, because I think it'll be a fantastic match to see, and especially that you're going into the new network starting, not this week but the following week. So you're going to jumping into TBS. I mean, that's something that, man, a match that we would love to see. Could be a pay-per-view caliber matchup. Even with Jade too. I'm not gonna, even though Jade doesn't have much experience in the ring, but just her character itself delivers and got all of us fans be like, booing her and not liking her because she is that bitch show. Yeah, she is that bitch. But definitely, it could work either way, to be honest. But who's gonna win it overall? I hope Ruby does. She has the biggest hype right now, and the way how the crowd is behind her, I enjoyed it, and I think it's about time that she has that spotlight that she never got in WWE. She had a little bit brief moment in NXT, but then when she went to the main roster, it wasn't much until the group, the Riot Squad. It was okay. It was an okay faction. I actually enjoyed the faction. There was nothing wrong with it. But towards the end, they made everybody a squash. And that's the important. And then her being let go first. For Sarah, then her. I just hope she has her moment. I just hope so. So I mean, we just have to wait and see. But we'll see the outcome of that. We'll see. All right. Now, let's go ahead and move on to a little bit pro wrestling news now. I'm going to go ahead and move into that because what I want to move on to is I'm going to let Matt Callis take over on this one. Maki Ito teamed up with Minoru Suzuki
and Chris Brooks.
So I want you to tell the people, Matt Callis, the event that occurred just this past week. This past weekend, you could say.
I believe, off the top of my head, I believe it was DDT Peter Pan, and it was basically those three against Saki Akai, who is in kayfabe world. She's Saki-sama, and two other DDT wrestlers. I forget their names though. They are important, but I haven't done the research on her Saki Akai's partners. But Minoru Suzuki and Chris Brooks, the video's subtitled for those that want to watch it. But Chris Brooks and Maki Ito show up at Minoru Suzuki's store in Tokyo, in either Tokyo or Yokohama. And he's like, yeah, do you guys want to buy anything? Or are you just going to stand there? Are you guys going to hang out? You need to buy something. like, I'll give you advice on life. So it was pretty funny. It was a fun intergender 6-man tag. So more or less. And to keep and in addition to that, at the recent Tokyo Joshi Pro pay-per-view, Maki Ito won back her International Princess Championship, the Tokyo Joshi Pro. And that was the title that she lost to Thunder Rosa. So, hurry up and buy. Exactly. That's what he was doing to that Minoru Suzuki. Except instead of his retaliation, you get chops from that guy. Real Minoru Suzuki and forearms to the chest. More or less. But overall, yeah, I think this is her second ever title reign as the International Princess Champion, Maki Ito. So, and she could defend that championship anywhere on the planet Earth. So who knows where she'd take it next?
I can't wait.
AEW, of course.
Yeah,
there you go. She's big in the USA. Everybody's going nuts for her, and that's another singles champion for the women to compete over. Yeah. I mean, we saw the New Japan US Championship defended on AEW television. So there you go. Yeah, she'll be back sooner than you think.
Oh man,
quite handsome, that last comment.
Yes,
it
was.
Yeah, I particularly enjoyed the brief moments that we had Maki Ito in AEW. She brought something that nobody else has brought or in the women's division, and that's a singing entrance. It's that performance. And I'll always remember when the match or the people in the ring were already starting to get the match started, and she kept going. She was dedicated to finishing that song no matter what.
Oh, yes, she's happy to see you guys, and there's a pool cue. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Another handsome comment for you guys.
Yes.
She'll sing while her partners are getting shit. Yes, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Very much.
She had to finish the whole thing. She had no other choice but to finish the whole segment in order for them to get her ass kicked. Right? I remember
that. We got pop stars on the way. We
Oh,
got a lot of Japanese pop stars on the way to AEW. Just letting you guys know. Be prepared. A lot of things no other wrestling promotion, especially not WWE, has ever done before. Drina Matsui. I gotta leave her in the comments, but I'll leave it there for now.
Oh yes, definitely. So now with the whole clearance of this other individual I want to talk about, they sat him down for an interview. He finally is clear with all the charges. The biggest question is, would he get booked? So which what I'm talking about is Alberto El Patron. Obviously, yes, everything is cleared. The charges were dropped. He's no longer involved in that. He wants peace. He's done. He wants to come back. Obviously to the mainstream media and platforms, in all promotions. But the question is, should he get booked, or should they get book him or not? So I'll go to you, Money Mike. I mean, does he? This is what second time it's happened. You could say this is a third now. This is a third time, a third chance. Should every promotion give him a third opportunity?
I mean, I don't see why not. If he's good at what he does, he's careful in the ring, as far as I know. Why not? The charges were dropped. He has a clear name. Why not give him a shot? I do particularly. I'm not a fan of what he's been saying online. That's it. I don't. I don't like that he's saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go in and win gold in AEW and this and that." I mean, of course, it's always good to be confident and believe in yourself, but I don't know. I think he needs to be a little bit low key on that sort of thing for now. Get signed first. Get in the ring first, and and I don't know how old this guy is at this point, but I'm pretty sure the years have kind of gone by. And good thing nobody remembers his match against his MMA fight against Tito Ortiz. So, I feel like a lot of people forgot about that. So I think that's a good thing.
Matt Callis.
I've never ever watched. I think I probably just watched some of his match with Chris Jericho a long time ago, but not. I don't know anything about. Was he AAA champion at one time, or
yes, he was.
And then he was supposed to have like his own.
It's like Don remembers.
Was it him and Chavo Guerrero with their own promotion? Or was it somebody else?
Yeah, they were gonna have that, but the situation happened, ended right quick. Very, very quick.
So I don't know that much about him, and I'll just say, if you combine El Patron Del Rio, it sounds like a dish at Acapulco that I'd order. So there you go. I might be more interested in the dish than the wrestler. My thoughts are this. Maybe we could switch brains, sir. So I could remember and you don't.
I don't know. El Patron, I love his work. As a, obviously in the ring and professionally. Outside, too many demons he has. And it's an unfortunate that he has those demons, and it was brought on all over the the world news, all over the social media, and first especially with the Page situation, then with this one, it's just it's too much already. He was Latino, yes, okay, I can say that he was, but he wasn't no Eddie Guerrero. He was not that, and I don't think there ever will be another Eddie Guerrero. Yes, they were trying to make him as the next top Latin star, like Rey Mysterio, like Eddie. But I mean, he was there. It's just that he was a better heel. He was not a great babyface.
I always felt he was like the Mexican JBL.
Yes,
I kind of saw that sort of thing. So,
yeah. I mean, to give him another chance, why not? But do I see WWE bringing him back? Maybe. I won't be surprised. They'll bring him back. AEW, I don't see it. NWA, I don't see it.
He might be working on the indies with some people we're familiar with.
He's doing that now. I mean, he is doing that now. He's working, more with the indie circuit in Mexico. That's what he's kind of doing more, like just taking care of that more often. It's just, I don't know, Del Rio. Well, we'll see. Yes, it is. It's accurate. Now, the other one is now Tay Conti moving on Tay Conti speaking about what happened
Uh-oh.
with the situation the Sammy one. Yes, everybody right away after Sammy announced, oh yeah, me and my fiance no longer together, and now everybody jumped right on it. Tay Conti, Sammy Guevara, and they attacked her on social media. Even Sammy as well. She turned it off, and then obviously them turned it back on, clearing everything out. Clearing the rumors. No, they're not together. None of that. Blah blah. I mean, we preached about this before in our previous episodes. These type of backlashes should really not be taking place at all. I mean, that's something that is their business. I mean, we don't know if it is. That's at the end of the day, it's really their business. I'm no one to judge anybody's life. We're here, nobody here to judge anybody's life, personal lives. We're here talking about, as professional sport, of pro wrestling. So, I mean, that's something that I don't think anybody should be even talking, bring up upon or give, or bullying Tay Conti because of, Sammy's personal issues. She has nothing to do with it. I mean, if it is, like I said, that's we have no words to say about it. That's their livelihood. That's their livelihood.
So, Ivan, may I get on Shibata instead? Because I don't really have too much to say about Tay Conti.
And Mike, I'll say a little something here and there. Personally, when I heard about this, I was like, I don't care. And honestly, I kind of still don't. But because the reason is that we don't tune in to AEW or WWE or whatever for that sort of thing, right? Exactly. We tune in. And honestly, that's why I turned more to AEW now, because there's wrestling more so than storyline. And obviously, this is not a storyline. It's something that happened in real life, I think. Who cares, really?
There you go.
It honestly, it's unfortunate for Pam, and for Sammy too, I'm sure. But life goes on. There's things that happen and or didn't happen. Who knows? Who cares?
There you go. There you go. I agree, Dom. I agree 100%.
Same.
Yeah, and last or 2 weeks ago, it was Andrade and Charlotte. This week, it's the controversy here going on, or whatever, for lack of a better term, with Sammy and Tay Conti. At the end of the day, they're going to see whoever they want to see, and we could say whatever we want. It makes no difference to them. And that's it. Who cares?
There you go. Well put, my brother. Go ahead, Matt Callis. Let the people know Shibata. Any update in Shibata's opponent?
So there has been an update yet, but the main questions I kind of want to throw around some speculations on who the opponent might be, and what is going on the 5th of January. Was it the 5th or the 6th where New Japan and Noah are having that joint pay-per-view? And now there's also talks of adding All Japan into that mix as well, because even All Japan are in talks because of the COVID outbreaks happening, and all the American wrestlers not being able to fly to Japan for their matches. So to make up for that, they're just going to add in those All Japan and Noah wrestlers into the mix. So it could be Kento Miyahara from All Japan Pro Wrestling, their ace, their top guy. It could be Jake Lee from All Japan Pro Wrestling. It could be Marufuji, because Shibata has a history with Kenta, but Shibata's never faced Marufuji one-on-one. So that's the one I most want. That's my prediction. You have Okada is because of the history, but I think they want to save that for possibly a title shot, even, the Shibata Okada rematch, So, yeah, Hiroki Goto would be a good hit. Will also be a good fit because of the history with the never open weight championship.
Yes. Great hit. Great rivalry, by the way. That was a great fucking feud. Good shit. That's good shit right there. That's wrestling. Oh, man, I love it. But you know what? We're almost getting close to the end of 2021. I mean, we still have one more week left, before we even give our full thoughts of overall in pro wrestling, what's going on in 2021. But you know, we could just at least speak one for doesn't it could be anything. So I'll ask the question: It's like, what has been so far your highlight for 2021 in pro wrestling? So I'll take it to you, Money Mike. Like
Wow.
overall, not just AEW. We're talking about everything what's been going on.
Listen. To me, honestly, AEW has been the highlight in for me in wrestling. I've it's been I feel like I shouldn't have got invited to this.
Next week, you're gonna come on next week with us.
Honestly, AEW has done quite a bit, and I can't remember what show it was. And okay, because there's so much good stuff, and I feel like this question kind of came out of nowhere. But I'll say this: for me, my best moment was having 3 screens on, watching AAA, watching New Japan, and watching AEW, or I think it was Impact, going on at the same time, and enjoying all 3. It was all going on the same night, and really, because I watched WWE for 20 years and never even looked at TNA or WCW or anything like that outside of it, to now primarily being out and not even knowing what's going on in WWE and watching all these other promotions that have great things going on. And I feel that AEW kind of opened that forbidden door for me to be able to check out all this other stuff and really enjoy it. So that right there is my highlight.
Mr. 69.
I must say that compared to what you're talking about, the multiple promotions, Mike, better be prepared for that number to go up from like 4 different promotions to like 7, 8, 9, 10. Because we got PCW, we got old fashion wrestling from Boyle Heights, bro. We got wrestling behind McDonald's on the street. Yeah. We got everything. I don't know. We got everything. We got wrestling in Walmart in the break room, But Punk was a major one. I didn't follow him completely, but I know how much I felt that in the core of myself. But the other Shibata, even though his match hasn't happened yet, just the announcement of him coming back is a major deal, just because of how much that guy has gone through. He's the other huge comeback. He's like the Edge of the East, to me, if not more. But I mean, he's the great teacher as well. So that's the other big one. But get ready for it to be like multiple promotions on that TV, because you got Noah, you got All Japan, you got Ring of Honor, you got GCW, just
hopefully Ring of Honor.
Yeah, the good thing is you could watch it. Yeah, Ring of Honor. The good thing is you could watch it in different orders. I'm an optimist, so I do believe. I don't know if I'm getting off subject. It is a major event of the year of 2021, but Ring of Honor having that final battle, because I don't think it's really the final for them. The Rebirth, I think it will be quite cool. So I'm definitely staying tuned for it. I mean, I know one of the championships that from Ring of Honor is being defended on Impact, Jonathan Gresham versus somebody, on Impact Wrestling. So, we got a lot to look forward to.
Oh yeah, I mean Gresham is going to be around, and he's defending it against Too Cold Scorpio GCW event. So at least he's representing the Ring of Honor, proud, and for him to do that is phenomenal. And hopefully, he said, I hope the rebirth will be awesome, and hopefully we get to see some of the OG vets coming back. Even when hopefully Roxy too. I was excited for her career, and I still am. For Roxy, the ROH Women's Champion. Hopefully we get to see her more, and I can't wait. Especially her and Diana Peraza. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to. The highlight for me will be basically this door. The territories are back. Every territory is now back on the map where it's supposed to be, and not just only these two major platforms of WWE, AEW. Talk about, and NWA is back. We saw MOW. They're making their comeback. You know, we see the rise of GCW coming up. We see the rise of other independent territories that are coming back up. That even now we see Triple A more, spoken about upon of, which we saw Johnny Mundo heading towards that direction, challenging.
There we go.
Hijo de Viquino, he's challenging him for the Mega World title, which I'm looking to see. The doors of that is awesome. Yes, there you go. Matt, he got you right. There you go. Chris Sabin. So
Chris Sabin.
That's gonna be great. Woo, it's good shit. That's gonna be good shit. I cannot.
Motor City Machine Guns, baby. That's one tag team I'm kind of waiting for to get into the mix of all the dream tag team matchups.
Oh man, yeah.
If I may say an honorable mention, I would say All Out, the ending where we had Adam Cole come out, and then right after that, Daniel Bryan. We saw it together, right, in person.
Yes.
Chris, el director, he took off his shirt, went all crazy. So, cool moment, personally.
Johnny Mundo, yes, Johnny Mundo, baby. Hey, you might see Johnny O Elite, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Johnny
Dynamite.
Johnny Dynamite.
Johnny Dynamite. Oh man.
Johnny Rampage.
Johnny Rampage.
Johnny Dark.
Johnny Elevation.
Right. That'll be awesome shit right there. But yes, you're absolutely right. Was All Out. Oh, we can't wait till next month's pay-per-view. We'll be together for sure to watch. We'll probably do a watch along live. Or no, maybe live, ladies and gentlemen. But you'll see our reactions. You might see Chris take off his shirt again. you got
to give the people what they want.
Yes.
Yes. Courtesy of
Dirty Heels, baby. Dirty Heels. That is right. I want to see take up big. Yes. Yes. We had to take it out. That's for sure. Yes. Oh man. But that's what I like. Like I said, it's just all territories are opening now. Everybody's now. Pro wrestling is getting more exposure, not just a platform. It's now every other organization is now getting the spotlight because of the technology like this one. Like here on us, we're here on live on YouTube. See, this technology does help and assist these other promotions of getting their exposure around the world. And that's what I'm happy for every one of them. They deserve it because they have so much incredible talents that we don't even know about. And so I just can't wait, for the future of what's going to hold for 2022 in pro wrestling overall. But that's probably my biggest highlight, that I'm glad in seeing all these promotions working together instead of competing one another. And just try to, work with each other. Hey, I'll send you my talent. You send me yours. Send me your best guy. I'll send you my. I love seeing that old school back, and that's what I think we're missing that. And just to go and help other promotions, and like how you can say that I mean, I'm not gonna say AEW was really the one kind of start everything. I could say they kind of elevated it more, but at least they did it. And and now I cannot wait. Like I said, I can't. We're gonna get maybe the Briscoe brothers FTR. We're gonna get that. Hopefully we see Bryan Danielson, CM Punk go to Japan. We see maybe Okada, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Tanahashi. The Golden Ace. That's right. We might see that, or Kota Ibushi. I mean, we don't know. And there's so much. The possibilities are endless for 2022. That because of these doors that open to everyone, and I'm looking forward. And I'm excited for the way how it's going to end. But definitely. Let's see. And one more thing, though. Let's just talk about WWE for 1 minute here. Because I feel kind of bad when I talk about them. Because look, the only thing that is really, really there is obviously the Roman and Brock Lesnar storyline. We did see Paul Heyman got fired from Roman Reigns. I could literally say that's probably the only great storyline that's going on. I don't know. I mean, you tell me, Money Mike.
Great used loosely there. Um, I mean, I get it. Enzo and MLW. Oh wait, that happened already. And
Yeah,
That happened?
it happened. Yeah, he was there. He got his ass whipped though.
um, to your point that if the best thing going on right now is a rivalry that already happened a few years back, with between Lesnar and Reigns, and that's the most interesting thing going on in WWE. I don't know. Kind of goes to say, I don't know. I lost interest in what WWE is doing years ago, and I've said, before that if we've seen WWE as the number one and the only show in town, they had the chance, the opportunity to really, really just elevate and do something and take everything. And what did they do? They gave us subpar wrestling, subpar entertainment, and yeah, I'm just generally not interested in what's going on there. As for this whole Paul Heyman thing going on, um, I like that they're putting him back with Lesnar. Brock McDonald, right? Yeah, Brock is an interesting guy because that he has a cool, like a good entertainment side to him that hasn't really come out since back then. So yeah, I guess that's something pretty cool that's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's probably the only thing that's going on in WWE. There's nothing much going on. I don't. I wish them the best for next 2022, man. Everything with their. I don't know what exactly their direction they're going with all these cuts, with all the situation. I don't know what type of revamp they're gonna be doing for next year. As a matter of fact, we can literally say that not even the Rumble is much exciting right now. I mean, what is it that we can speak about the Rumble? There
Do they
really
even
isn't.
have 30 guys?
Right? Do they even have 30 men? That's the problem. They do which they do. But I mean, obviously, can we see? I call themselves sports entertainments. They're burning.
That is so true.
Yeah, I mean, they are entertainers for a reason. They are. But I mean, yeah, even see the Rumble's not much talked about. It sucks. It's an unfortunate that they are not catching on this demographic's attention. The 18 and above. They're not really. I mean, I don't know where obviously they're. We already spoke about it. They're the number one right now because they have the marketing. They have they're a public trading company, so they of course are the top of the food chain, top of the pyramid.
Look,
Because
they
at
could
least
spin it. They could spin it however many ways. At the end of the day, right? So,
gonna be 15 surprise entrants with a bunch of cuts. Yes, one time only. I think I can agree with you on that, Tom.
jeez, Tatanka comes back. Who knows?
We might see Ryback one time, right there too. One
the
time, Ryback.
gobbledygooker or whatever. Anywho, they got that blood money income. Yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. Oof. That Prince was able to get Shawn Michaels out of retirement.
Yeah, right. Yep, exactly. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, it's just nothing much, for WWE for NXT 2.0. Hopefully, I wish them the best too. Even though I still not, my heart is not has opened completely yet. But there's certain characters there that I'm looking forward to see, and I don't know. We just have to wait and see. Ryback is still not welcome. You never know. Vince will probably change his mind. He was special, and you can just bring him on. You never know. You never know. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it for this Sunday special. We're doing obviously live here for everyone on our YouTube channel, and if you're watching on our social media platforms from Twitter and on Facebook Live as well, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter. I want to go ahead and thank everyone for whoever joined us live, tuning in, and the ones people that will be watching maybe the following day. We appreciate you very much. This is the first time we've done live, so we will be doing this hopefully for 83. As we're going to end the year for 2021 here on the COD with a nice bang and giving our thoughts. We might even do a top 5 live for you guys. We'll do a top 5 live for you guys as we're going to do our top 5 moments in 2021. It could be from matches, from highlights, all over. It could be everything. That's what we said, moments of 2021. So we possibly could go ahead and do it live for you guys, and episode 83 live as well. We'll go that, and closing the year out with this upcoming New Year's Bash for AEW Dynamite coming up, and for Rampage, if they're going to have Rampage, which I haven't even checked their schedule, and any more upcoming, wrestling news, especially who's more excited for New Japan, for Wrestle Kingdom. I'm excited for that. That's the one that I think, I think all three of us here are excited to see, the return of Shibata. We see Will Ospreay, coming back. Who will be, will they bring back the old school, New Japan World Title, or they'll keep the new one? So, I mean, it's so much shit. And, of course, against Pro Wrestling Noah, or Ned Flanders on you guys, because, yes, I know Matt's excited. Matt, you're excited. Let's see.
Ivan, I gotta say, for episode 100, do you think we should all dress like Sergeant Pepper?
Really? You want to?
Why not?
Epaulettes, just
fine. Let's do it. Everybody gotta have mustache though.
Yeah, mustache. All you need is love.
No, we hail to you, Dom, since you're part of the League of Extraordinary Podcast. And I hope you guys enjoyed that special as well too. The Christmas special. We had the League of Extraordinary Podcast. And once again, I wish everyone a happy holidays. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And also with the Old Fashioned Wrestling Vlog, which you'll be seeing the full match coming this week on our YouTube channel. You'll see the full show with me commentating. You'll be seeing that. So I'm looking forward for you guys to see that and see my first time commentating on a pro wrestling event. See it goes great. You never know. I mean, we'll have to wait and see.
I hope you do the Joey Styles. Oh my God.
I don't think I'm gonna. I probably will. Do
or slobber knocker, or stumping a mud hole, or let's see what other commentator.
Mamma mia!
There you go, stuff like that. Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me, Don. Don West.
Maybe Joe Rogan. Maybe like I like Joe Rogan's commentating. He's awesome. So I mean, maybe Joe Rogan. You never know.
But Joe Rogan's a really good pool player. I think I'm surprised he hasn't done commentary for billiards. I got the stick right here, Mike. The challenge still stands, by the way, Mike. I haven't backed down. I was just very sick.
Oh no, see, I don't like to bully anybody. When a challenge is made, which, by the way, for those of you who do not know, I challenged our good buddy here, Mr. MGC, to a billiards game, whenever, wherever. Let's see when it happens.
Oh, yes, because I will be there too. I'll be the referee. I'll be the referee there counting it down. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we appreciate everyone for tuning in to Sunday special. And I hope you guys enjoyed this live special. We will be doing more of this.
Hey. I have a composite pool cue, so I think this is like part plastic. It's not all wood.
Oh my God. But yes, not forget, ladies and gentlemen, to follow us on our social media platform once again and to subscribe to the YouTube channel because we will provide you the best pro wrestling content, just like the league does as well for all of you fans. And before we let you guys go, I'm gonna let obviously my familia here to let the people know what do we do here on the COD. Let them know, Money Mike.
Saludos a Tikal, Guatemala. Gracias por la playera. Muchos saludos y un grande abrazo para toda mi gente en Latinoamérica. Cero miedo. Und alles unsere Freunde in Deutschland. Danke für Hören und sehen Sie Circle of Debate. Tschüss. Guten Tag, guten Abend. Auf Wiedersehen.
Choose. That's right.
Yeah.
Matt Callis.
We don't make podcasts. We make history.
We'll see you this week.
That's right,
ladies and
baby.
gentlemen. That's right.